Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete. 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now the veteran, this is Darrell Henderson. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Panthers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games, and they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming, because if you can run up 40+ points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
A solid stiff arm, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. He had a man open, but he missed it when it's incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight, because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
Well, from the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by someone who needs less introduction than any player in the league. A Super Bowl champion, the league's most valuable player for a 2nd time, Patrick Mahomes.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 15 carries, 57 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. To about the 35, 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
That was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 46 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Cade Otton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
When we draw defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Khalif Raymond now. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Richardson's throw into the hands of Pitts here. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Off play action. Richardson. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun again to Henderson. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. Throw caught by Raymond. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Gus Edwards, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are once again back in front. Boy, a lot of space outside the numbers there, and he's able to take that toss all the way to the end zone.
And that certainly felt like something they had studied on tape and wanted to test here early in the ball game. They thought they could get wide on these guys, and they thought it was worth taking a chance with this play call here in the first quarter. Definitely paid off in a big way.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balls that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is now 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down the field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Panthers. Amari Cooper. 62 yards. And the Panthers have yet again retaken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help. And I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score. And sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A.J. Brown from 3 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now it's Richardson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Richardson looking to throw this. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. He's delivered a solid performance so far here in the second quarter.
Everything has been good for him. And right now, if you're on defense, you don't want it to go to great. So you have to just change up coverages and looks on him all the time. Press coverage sometimes, back off and play some man, show some zone, double team him, make him really work for each and every catch.
He's hit the end zone once. Maybe there's more in the tank.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. Kamara up the middle. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing now for Kamara, and it's a first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down at 7. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 39. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. This is 2nd and 8. They run once more with Edwards. Fights through it. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Fielded at the 20. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Now Richardson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now. Here's Richardson throwing on first down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On 1st down, they run with Camaras. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up in Foxborough. A few years ago, this would have been Breeze versus Brady. Now it's simply New Orleans at New England. And it's the Saints who are out in front. Juju Smith-Schuster, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll stay in the AFC East as we jet down the coast to check on the Dolphins at Hard Rock Stadium. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Isaiah McKenzie, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He got off to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the 2nd quarter. So he has been on target throughout.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Mahomes now on first down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, again, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and deliver the football while the offensive linemen, they may be nameless and faceless to a lot of people. They certainly aren't to their teammates who are the skill position guys. They appreciate the heck out of them, and they're capitalizing.
Mahomes now on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this way. Certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. In motion left, that's Cooper. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Richardson to throw off play action. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
45-yard line. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Panther first down.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the Lions' 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Up the middle, here's Henderson. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
This one left side caught by Collins. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 167 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This will be caught. Judy. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. 2nd and 5. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Succup's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Edwards. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Henderson will try to run for the first. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should ought to have a few men in the box there.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. Henderson running straight ahead. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is caught. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the
defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Kamara is in for a Lions touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to get their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Suck up for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he returns this to the 22. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st down, Richardson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Decision there, no one open, he just throws it away, and that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Nico Collins, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Fortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now a timeout called for by the defense. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them